Thompson gets hold of it and going for goal. He's inaccurate. Has Fev got it? I think he has.
Brendan! Has it crossed the line? Okay, that's a goal. All clear. Yeah, that's fine. I was just checking.
There you go, goal. So Fev's goal, and I'm with you a bit, Dennis. I think Betts probably did go for the point there, thinking it might have been a goal the moment before.
I think so. Strange matchup, that one on Harley on Betts. I mean, if the ball's in the air, Harley's clearly going to be in control, but in those crumbing balls, it's quite a strange decision that Harley's just this last few weeks tends to be playing on the smallest opposition forward.
So the Cats lead by 4 points. And there's their captain taking a breather alongside Shane Mumpet, their emerging ruckman, which means Hawkins is doing the ruck work, beaten that time by Hampson. Trying to dig it out of there was Hawkins at a second attempt. Nace is held up.
Okay, thank you.
Another bounce. Umpire talking about Gillies, who's on the ground in place of Harley. Stevens under pressure. They brushed his head. He'll get the free kick. He was going down after the footy. Nick Stevens swings it wide, wasting no time. Hampson. Simpson released on his right foot. Goes towards the pocket. Down there for Favola. Well, I'm not sure Lonigan is the man for Favola.
One more.
No, Matthew Scarlett is definitely that man.
Harry Taylor second, probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, this is invaluable experience for Lonigan. He's going to be that third or fourth string tall for Geelong. But the two main guys aren't there. They've got to just persevere with him and see how he can go on for Favola over the night.
Oh, that's a beautiful kick. Well, he gave away the goals. Obviously, a bit of a breeze out there. And he almost kicked the perfect ball. It just did a little too much right to left.
So in right in short this time to Bartel.
That's 2 posters for Fev too, isn't it?
You're counting them. He's looking lively. Didn't have a great start before the game, did he? But all things are going okay.
Yep.
Enright, he had a couple of problems before the game, didn't he?
Yes.
Here's Corey to centre wing.
High, straight away.
So Hawkins up the ground and then going back into the corridor with a dangerous kick. Bartel made a terrific contest actually to give Burns a bit of a sniff at it. And then Gibbs.
Been a few poor skill options by Geelong coming out of defence. Steve Johnson, who gave that first opportunity away. And then again there by Hawkins. Just errant skills from a normally dependable Geelong side.
Unrealistic attempt.
So Handsome.
Stay out, stay out.
Gee.
And that's a sloppy handball to Carazzo from Joseph. Back to Russell, who's got the job on Johnson. Back they go, Murphy.
Hampson started a bit wide of the mark too, didn't he? Just went and foxed the ball and played on. Here's Hadley on the wing.
Stay there.
Very crowded ahead of him. He goes looking for O'Halpin, who will need to mark it because he really has attracted a crowd. 5 Geelong players around him, bearing down Robinson. But the crumbing is done effectively by Ablett across the ground. Stokes, short one, back towards half-back, and Burns. He's a left footer. I would imagine Varco will go to the outer side wing. Well, filling that hole is Ling. Now it needs Mooney to go. Mooney wants to go now. The kick goes in that direction. Mooney drops back. Bauer got a fist on it. Thornton, third man, did well. Stevens, right half back. Carlton out of defence then. Favola on the wing will get a free kick.
It's a good kick by Stevens. He was under a bit of pressure. So Carazzo got it from Favola. And then on his left, Halpin, good stretch. Well, Carlton settled pretty well after a shaky first 4 or 5 minutes. They're looking very dangerous. And Walker going with a long one, which was touched by Milburn. Right on the line.
Poor shepherd then by Simpson. I mean, he really just had to push his body harder into Milburn to shepherd that through for really an easy goal.
So Enright to Selwood.
Joel Selwood, right half back, gives this one a lot of air. Mooney outnumbered that time. Came off the fists, down in front. Joseph gave it across to Stevens. Beautiful kick again. Gee, it's hard to imagine he was out of this team at any stage when you watch him last week and again tonight. Carazzo, Murphy, O'Halpin involved earlier. Bartel applies a strong tackle, aided by Enright. He'll get the kick. Suffice to say it will be a Geelong player. Bartel coming off 34 possessions last week, 36 the previous week. Around the outer side, Ablett. Hawkins out of bounds wouldn't be a bad result here for the Cats. Hawkins appears exhausted. Thornton. Wow. Hawkins. Small tank. Ball is hand passed forward. Down goes Murphy. Was he pushed in the back? He'll get the free kick. Well, he was out on his feet, Tom Hawkins, there.
He was.
I knew I'd seen it. But rucking is a little different to playing it full forward. Judd comes up and takes a strong mark. But when you're a Geelong player in that situation and know that there's a man about 5 metres away, you do expect you'll get involved at some stage, and that wasn't the case. Here's Russell down towards half forward. What a beautiful kick. Scotland wheels around. He'll run to 50. Heath Scotland. Long kick. Has it got the carry? Again. Milburn. Just in the nick of time.
So Carlton so much of the ball in the last 10 minutes. So Ling again gets loose on that outer side. And he's run a long, long way. He took a while to work it out. Varco, that's a free kick.
Oh. That's just not one you want to give away. You're going to win that contest 9 out of 10. You've got the next bloke at ground level. It wasn't much in it.
Well, Russell did very well there. He's playing on Johnson, and he took a chance and came across in front of Mooney.
Strictly speaking, you can't move off the mark until the umpire called play on. He's just a bit unlucky then. Mooney slipped as he went to make his movement. Then Russell.
So Russell to Simpson, who just wobbles and floats it to Robinson. Right now, you feel like Geelong's backs are against the ropes. They're still leading, I know, and it's very early. Scotland in high. Harley takes the mark. This is whether Carlton can deliver a blow or not. But Cats under pressure early here.
Certainly they started well enough, the Cats. Looked very crisp. Comes from Mackie. Lonigan kicks beyond the wing. Burns will want his left side. Well, forced to his right. Well done. Good defence by Joseph. Just locked him up. Good play by Burns to hand pass back to Hogan. Hogan goes with the left boot inside the forward 50. Thornton reaches over the top, knocked it away. Going to ground, Joseph pushed in the back.
Just watch the high contact afterwards, all right?
Yeah, Geelong got the flying start, but they did a couple of things most un-Geelong-like, and I'm sure if Mark Thompson was keeping notes, one would be Wojcinski's attempted mark at half forward.
That's Max!
When he would have been much better advised just to knock it down. They had a spare man in front of the contest. And then Johnson ignored by Ablett. Here's Simpson. Gibbs, short of the wing. That's a good kick. Carazzo getting in behind. Carazzo as he held. Then he lost it. Don't get a second chance with Ablett. Ablett will get the free.
Such a great player and such a great one-on-one player, isn't he? As he showed there, Selwood. Little give by Milburn, and then Mackie. That one touched on the way through, gets a second crack. Mumford can't quite break the tackle, but he got it to Milburn, and then Milburn off one step. Not a great kick. Thornton did well, did very well in the end, and then Cruiser goes back. Pressure on Gibbs, throw.
Let him go. Stay there.
So they came from the same draft, Selwood and Gibbs. This bloke taking a 7 and Gibbs taking it 1. Selwood putting the tackle on him there. And you've got to say Gibbs is a good number 1 and Selwood's a very good number 7.
It's a nice kick. He kicked the ball to where Mooney was going to be on the end of the kick. So many players just kicked the ball too close to the leading forward.